One has to wonder, with this sort of quality in 1871, I wonder if the Mauser guys ever went on to anything bigger and better.
The world will never know.
I guess not. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and I am joined again today by Tom for another installment of our Enjoying Black Powder series with
the 1871 Mauser.
So yeah, the Germans went and fought themselves a war against the French.
Well, they weren't the Germans yet. They were the North German Confederation, yet to incorporate all the southern German states.
They weren't Germany, but they were Germans.
Okay.
So they go and fight the French, and they're like, wow, that chassepot is a lot better than our Drysa. In fact, our Drysa kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, it was like, what, 25 years old at that point, and in addition to the chassepot, the French had imported like metallic cartridge guns, they had imported some Peabodys, at least 13,000 Egyptian rolling blocks, and so...
Yeah, the French were buying up pretty much anything that would shoot during that war. But in the aftermath, I mean, the aftermath is Germany is formed as a state. Yeah. The Prussians decide to adopt this fancy single-shot bolt-action design from Mauser. So a couple unusual bits about it. First off, you've got this big screw here, which is what retains the bolt in the rifle. So it catches on the split bridge back here. And if you want to take the bolt out, you have to remove that screw, and then the bolt can come out the back. We've got the beginning of the flag safety here that we'll see going through all the Mauser designs through World War II. And locks the bolt. There we go, single shot. No ejector. Does have an extractor. Extractor's helpful.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, the ejector is... Ugh.
Yes. Turn the rifle over and dump the round out. All right, you want to show us how it's done?
All right, let's take a shot. All right, so like most of the early bolt actions, drop the round, close the bolt. It has the one single locking lug, which is the rib down the center.
Plop.
And you're ready to fire again.
A little bit of smoke coming out of that.
Yeah, it is all real black powder that we're shooting today.
So how does this cartridge compare to the other contemporary black powder cartridges?
Well, they're all pretty much comparable. They all fire approximately the same size bullet. They all have approximately the same amount of powder, but it was a matter of national prestige to have your own custom proprietary cartridge, which makes it harder for people today to load for all of them.
Well, we'll get to that part later.
Yes.
You want to put a few more through it, or you want me to do some shooting?
Why don't you show us how it's done?
All right.
You are more dressed the part.
I have my angry German hat. Drop it on the loading tray. Close the bolt. This actually has a rear sight setting here that is like pretty much dead on. I made a headshot, I made a center shot, reset the head. I bet I can hit that round gong without too much trouble. Yeah, that's what I get for making the claim first. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Bolt's getting a little sticky.
That is one thing I really do enjoy about this type of cartridge. Yeah, the rounds are slow, but they're chonky boys, and the amount of momentum they deliver, it will send that plate swinging.
And the recoil's just fantastically soft.
Oh yeah,
very,
big, heavy
very comfortable,
rifle.
Easy guns to shoot. So this particular one is an 1877 manufacture. They made something like, what, 1.8 million of these overall. We do actually have a unit mark here on this one. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
See what you can do with it.
All right. Yeah, I know these guys saw action for a little ways, and I know the last documented use that I saw, like as an actual frontline combative rifle, was in 1916 in Ireland as part of the uprising, the Easter Rising.
Yeah, the Irish got a bunch of 1871 Mausers that were surplus at that point.
Oh yeah, they were delivered to help them fight the British while the British were fighting the Germans, who were fighting the French, who were fighting the... the whole mess of World War I.
Nice.
Oh, a little high.
All right, let's go ahead and see what this is like off of a barricade, which I expect is going to be not particularly different. I love the wide open feed tray. It's just super easy to plop a cartridge down in there. Bolt closes easily. Yeah, super easy.
Oh yeah.
Very smooth, very easy to use. Nice.
That does hit with a bit of authority. If you hit.
All right, shall we lay this down, try it prone?
Yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, got some extra rounds laid out there.
Nice, center hit.
That brass is awfully hot. All right, that bolt is starting to get a little sticky.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are getting some of that black powder fouling as it's going in, and because what we are shooting today is legit old school black powder.
Right, the real thing.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me try a couple, then we'll put this on the clock. Woo, that barrel band's getting warm too. Okay. There we go. Easy, easy, easy. All right, Tom. Think you can beat me on the clock with this?
I think I have a pretty good shot with this one. This one seems to be working pretty well for me, but it also seems to be working pretty well for you too.
It's working well for me, but it is also a right-handed bolt action, which is going to be a little challenging.
Yeah. That's going to be a little, we'll see if it's tricky, because I know you've had some good luck with the ambidextrous.
That's true. All right, let's do it. All right, we had one sort of brief little casualty here, and that is my rear barrel band spring has broken off there. That pin should be a bit longer, and the spring decided to take a walk. So I'm going to leave this out of the gun for now. The barrel band's nice and tight, and if we put this in, it's just going to come out again under recoil.
Are you ready?
All right, completely unloaded, low ready, 7 rounds. How fast can I do it? I am good to go.
All right.
Shooter
Stand
ready.
by.
Stand by.
Beep, beep.
Nicely done, sir.
Not bad.
32.77 seconds.
Woo! And I even fumbled one of the reloads there in the middle, but I recovered fairly nicely.
Not badly, though. A little bit of a wobble, but
Yeah.
that is a smooth, nice, easy gun to work with.
It is. I mean, like, as much as I loved the Martini and still do, this is a very, very nice gun to shoot.
All right, that was a really fun one.
Ah, it really, really was.
It pains me to say this as a Francophile, but that's a really good rifle. Like, yeah, for a single shot, for this level of technology, man, it runs really nicely. The bolt never got particularly sticky on us.
You could feel that it was becoming stiffer, but it never interfered with the actual shooting, especially when you're trying to do it on the clock there.
Right.
It was really great.
Yeah. Very easy to drop around onto the loading tray. I mean, I guess there's not a whole lot more to it than how does it load, how does it chamber, how does it extract, how does it eject? And I was a little worried about the ejection being a thing because it doesn't have an ejector, but it really wasn't an issue. A nice hefty opening of the bolt, maybe with a little pop to the side of the rifle, it's not an issue at all.
I would highly recommend that if you have one of these rifles, go out and shoot it.
Absolutely. All right, so now the question is, how do we make the ammunition to be able to actually shoot this? Because you can't go down to Walmart and buy 11mm Mauser.
You cannot, unfortunately.
So if you are watching on YouTube, and you are watching on YouTube, we can't show that because YouTube doesn't like us showing how to make ammo. So head over to the History of Weapons and War app. We have a link in the description text. We have the second half of this video on how to put together the 11mm Mauser ammunition to run one of these guys. Hope you, if you don't go over there, we totally get it. It's a subscription-only service. It helps support the whole firearms educational realm of gun content. We've got 8 different channels over there. Hopefully, if you don't head over, you did at least enjoy the shooting portion of the video here. Thanks for watching. Absolutely.
And if you'd like to know how to make the ammo for it, well, head on over to Weapons and War, or head over to the place that I just messed up, yeah.